All right, let's see who just joined us.
Joanne.
Hey, Joanne, great. All right, we are just now getting started. So can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So even though I have 4 walks, one is a virtual walk, I am going to Panama City to drop in on that group, but I'm not going to be there to work. I'm going to go in and work just a little bit for a couple hours, but there's a coach that lives closer to Panama City that's in a different area that's actually really heading that up for me. So I'm so happy that I'm not going to have to do 4 walks. But so we're just going to be talking tonight about these 3. So the first one coming up is in Lakeland on October 13th. And we have Rosemarie Porter, Suzanne Long, Kara Letourneau, and Vilma. So Vilma is actually working Lakeland and Orlando both. Thank you. So I am looking for maybe one more volunteer for Lakeland, but we'll see. And then Tallahassee is going to be on the 21st, which is a Sunday. And that's going to be myself with Kelly, my daughter, Jeff, who's on with us tonight, and then Lynn Jones. I talked to Lynn earlier today. She's definitely going to be there, and she and I will catch up, and I'll send her this link. And then on the 27th in Orlando, we have Vilma, Joanne Castro, Joanne Thornton, Linda, Millie, Barbara. Kelly is driving down for that as well. And then a big shout out and thanks to Pat James is coming from Tampa, and Marva also from the Tampa area to help us out because that is the biggest walk in the whole country. So I'm actually pretty nervous about that one. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. All right, so I wanted to go over what we're getting, and I actually got a shipment today. I haven't been able to get through everything, but the Orlando event is a tier 1, which is the list on the left. So there's only 18 events nationwide that get that tier 1 kit, which is a lot. It's a lot of stuff. So the Lakeland, Panama City, Tallahassee get kits too. So I'm just going to go through the kits. So for the Orlando event, we're getting 2 tents. We're getting table drapes. We're getting lipstick samples. We're getting 2 kissing walls. We're getting 2 of the Pink Hope product displays, the Pink Apple sweepstakes set, the Breast Health Promise banner, and then the tables and chairs are being provided by the American Cancer Society. So for the other events, we're getting 1 tent. We're getting just about everything, but it's just scaled down as far as the tents and tables. So 1 tent will be sufficient for those. All right, so this is what's coming in all the kits. So we're getting these beautiful table drapes. And by the way, for events that you're going to do in the future, certainly we can loan you any of these things as long as we get them back, because we have to use these things for next year as well. So we're going to be getting the table drapes for the 8-foot tables. The Breast Health Promise, this is a tabletop banner, so which I love. Instead of having the cardboard ones that get damaged and dinged up, at least this is something that pulls up like a little screen, so I love that. And then they're sending us the lip bullets, mirrors. I have hand mirrors. I'm going to be bringing more of those because I'm sure that with all of the kits, we may just get 1 or 2. So I'm going to provide extra mirrors so that people can put on the lipstick. So we're getting this 8.5 by 11-inch sign that's going to go into a lucite frame. And then they're giving us canisters to put the lipsticks in that we're giving away. All right, so the participants, we're going to be inviting them to try on the Avon lipsticks. So they'll have the mirrors to do that. And they're going to have the opportunity to kiss this little sticker, and you'll be able to see that, and put that up on the kissing wall. So they'll be able to kiss the sticker and put that up there. All right, so there's a special offer, an exclusive offer for customers that are in the walk. It's a $20 retail value. 15% of all the sales will be going back to the American Cancer Society. It says on here variable commission. I don't know why that's on there. Pat, do you have any explanation for that? Because
no, I don't.
yeah, so I think that was a mistake.
Yeah.
because this is while supplies last. It's only one per customer, so we'll be putting this flyer in their little drawstring bag that we're giving away. They can only order this through avon.com, not youravon.com, but through avon.com. So you're not going to get any credit for the sale when they go into avon.com. It's just through the main site. And I'm sure it's because they want to be able to give as much back to the American Cancer Society and not give, commission plus, try to figure out what donation they could make. So the flyer that we're giving them on site will promote this, but also you'll have the opportunity to put your information in their bags as well. So even though you're not going to benefit from this, we're definitely going to be getting your information out. So this is what is in this kit. It's the True Color Glossy in the tube, the True Color eyeshadow and champagne, a Prima fragrance travel spray, a Skin So Soft body wash, and the Pink Hope ribbon pin. So it's a really nice little display, and you can see they're sending us a lucite product like holder, a riser to put it on, and a little puffy to put the pin on. So we'll be able to display it really pretty. So that comes in all the kits. So everybody that is at the walks nationwide get an opportunity to enter for a chance to win an all-expense trip to New York City, which includes their travel, hotel, show tickets, and an Avon makeover. So they'll be filling out the sweepstakes ballot. You can see it's on the bottom right of your screen. And we'll be putting it in a fishbowl. Now, we have permission, and I just want to say this to you all, do not share this with anybody else. Because those entries, we're not supposed to be giving them to you. We have to take the information and send it to Avon. But this is what I'm going to be having you guys do. I want you to be bringing extra labels with your information. And I don't know how many pads, I don't remember how many pads are coming with each kit, but we'll divide the entries equally. I'm actually going to be making more entries because they're not sending us enough entries to cover the number of people that are coming to the walk. So I don't want to run out of entries. So we're going to divide the entries between all of the volunteers before the event. And on the back of the entry, I want you to put your sticker, your information. So as we're having them, handing these out and having them fill them out, they go into the fishbowl. I've got to get that information back to Avon on a spreadsheet, but then I will mail you or give you all the entries that have your name on it. And those are going to be your leads. Because this is our fear, and I want to be transparent. Our fear is that Avon will share these leads as ALMA leads or give them to other leaders, and we don't want that. I mean, they will probably do that. They're likely to do that, but by the time that leader gets this information, you'll already have called that person, and you're likely to have already given that person at the event your brochure. So as you're giving out the entry, you're also giving them a bag that has their stuff in with your book in it. So everything they're getting is from you, and you've got your sticker with their entry. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right. So it says participants fill out the sweepstakes ballot. They show you or me the entry, and we put it in the fishbowl. Then it says the representative gives the participant a drawstring bag. So they only get the drawstring bag with the stuff in it if they fill out an entry form. Mm-hmm. So they have to fill out an entry form. In the bag, besides this flyer, is going to be your book and your business card. All right. And then it says within 24 hours of the event, I have to complete a recap with all the ballot entries. And then within 4 business days, I have to put all that information onto the spreadsheet. But the Orlando's going to take me the longest, right? Because it's going to be thousands. The other events are going to be smaller, so I should be able to get the information. So after I get everything submitted, I'll divide the entries depending on whose name's on the back, right? And I'll just put them in the mail, or if I'm coming to Orlando, we can meet up and I can hand you your stuff. But I want it to happen quickly because I don't want these people to wait weeks to hear from you. All right? Okay, so it's really important that you bring extra labels, lots of extra labels. All right. So here's
Marie, let me say something.
Sure.
Remember, we are limited on the bags. We're gonna go through those bags fairly quickly, especially in a place like Tampa and Orlando.
Right.
But have enough brochures. Excuse me, have enough brochures, because those will continue to be handed out even after the bags are gone.
Right. So I think Pat and I think we're getting 400 drawstring bags.
Yeah.
And we probably have more than that in the entries. And we were going to make lots more entries. We want everybody to enter to win the trip. But they're also sending us, I think, like 100 or 200 sunglasses. So we're getting something else. So after the bags run out, the next group of people that come in will get a pair of sunglasses, your book, and the entry to be in the drawing. Make sense?
Do we need plastic bags to put those things in?
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Like literature bags?
Yeah, look, I'll go ahead and order those so you guys don't have to do it. So I'll order literature bags. I'll have to place an order anyway. I'll order those just so that we have those.
Brochures that we bring.
I think that you should bring, so for the event in Tallahassee, it's going to be 4,000 people. And right now, Jeff, it's only you and one other representative. So I would say 200 books each.
Okay. Lately, I've been ordering like 100 for 1,000 brochures. So
yeah, so yeah, be prepared for sure. For the Orlando group, you know, there are many more of us working, but they have 55 to 75,000 people. Can you believe that? 55 to 75,000 people. What? So I would say the same thing. I mean, I think that you need probably 200 brochures. Okay. Yes. It's a lot. It's overwhelming, right? Okay, so this is the way it's going to look once we have it all set up. So this is the Orlando setup. It's going to be 2 tables in the 2 10-foot tents. So each table is like a mirror of the other table. See the lipstick bullet on the ends, then it works to the display, and then the breast health banner will be somewhere near the center along with the sweepstakes. So the kissing walls will be on either side so that we don't have everybody all crammed up in one particular area. So that's how they want us to build out. And we have to do it exactly the way they're asking us. They want every event to look the same. So we're not allowed to sell product, so don't even think about bringing things to sell. We can't do facials. We can't do makeovers. We are just being ambassadors of Avon and working to get customers and recruits. So that is our goal. So this is the way it's going to look in person. So you see the 2 kissing walls on either side and how everything is just a mirror from the right side to the left side. They're sending us tent weights. So, you know, if it happens to be windy, I've got to take a look at those to see if they fill with water. I hope they fill with water, not with sand. But I'll take a look at that and have my husband, he'll be in charge of that. But on the bottom of the screen, you can see how it looks. But I will have the extra mirrors. That's the only thing extra that I'm bringing, along with the extra sweepstakes drawings, because I don't want to run out of those. All right. So here are the contents. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but you can just see it's a lot for Orlando. The 2 tents, 4 drapes, the promise thing, and so we're getting 400 stickers for them to kiss and put up on the kissing walls, Sharpies, 900 bullet samples. They're saying to let people take 2 samples. I say no, they can just take 1 sample. Canisters to put them in, the lucite frames. So they're sending us a lot of fun collateral stuff. All right. Any questions there?
No.
All right. It said extra product to display, but I don't want the table to get cluttered because we're going to have so many people writing the sweepstakes that any any real estate is valuable. I want a lot of space, so we'll just stick with what they're asking here. So for Lakeland, Panama City, Tallahassee, we're going to be setting the table up in like a little L. And that's how it'll look there. So the empty side will be a place where people can actually, start writing their sweepstakes and getting it into the drawing. All right. So that's how that looks, and that's how that looks in person. Okay. All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so here's the list for the smaller kit, the tier 2. It's the same thing, just 1 tent, 2 tables instead of 4. Still coming with, this has 400 stickers, 450 bullet samples. So everything else is pretty much the same. All right, so for Lakeland, we're going to meet up on Friday, October 12th. The event's on the 13th. I'm going to be sending maps for all of these. So for Lakeland, Tallahassee, Orlando, I'm going to send you the event map so you can see exactly where we're going to be. Because it's really hard for me to tell you because the areas are so large. So each of the coordinators are sending me maps. So on the map, I'll circle where exactly we're going to be. But in Lakeland, we're going to actually meet up on Friday at the Peggy Brown building, which is adjacent to the park where the event's going to be the next day. And we're going to pack all the bags. So guys, I need help packing these bags. It's going to be a lot of work. Tallahassee, we're going to do the same thing, even though the walk is on Sunday. We're still going to meet up on Friday at my daughter's house. It's right now, tentatively at 6 o'clock, but I'll let you know for sure on that. Orlando, I said 10 a.m., but I have changed my mind on that. We don't need to meet that early. So for those of you that are coming to the Orlando walk, we can get in as early as 10 to set up our tents and all, but I was thinking just later that afternoon. Would that be available for you guys, like 4 o'clock? Like, I think if we have a lot of hands on deck, Kelly will be there as well. I think that we can pack up 400 bags for all 3 of these events probably in 2 hours.
Okay.
And maybe even less. I mean, we're only putting in the flyer and your brochure. So depending on how many volunteers we have, that's why I need you guys there, or if you can't be there because of work, you've got to get the books to us so we can pack up your bags. So we'll divide them evenly between the number of volunteers, and then we'll figure out how many books you have to be putting in the bags.
Okay.
So for right now, for Orlando, we'll just tentatively set it at 4 o'clock, even though I'll probably be there at 3 to get the tents up and make sure the tables get in place. So what we'll be doing is stuffing the drawstring bags. There's an opportunity card, so that's why I was saying you need to bring lots of extra stickers because you'll need to put your sticker on the opportunity card. Even though the Pink Hope flyer tells you to send their order, it tells them to go to avon.com. I think if you want, you can put it on that flyer as well. And then of course your brochure. Then we'll have to unpack, and which I hate, unpacking all those lipstick samples. You know how much of a pain it is to take them out of those sticky packages. We've got to unpack all those lipsticks and put them in the bins. And we'll be doing that in Orlando on Friday. They're letting us set up on Friday. The other walks we have to set up on the day of the event. That's why we're meeting up at my daughter's house in Tallahassee and at the Peggy Brown building in Lakeland on the Friday before. So bad news for Lakeland is that they want to set up. They want to set up by 6:30. So that means we need to be there at 6 a.m. on Saturday. And then Tallahassee is not too bad because that walk is in the afternoon. They want us to be set up by 12 o'clock. So we'll probably plan on getting there at 11 to get that set up. But I will send out the maps and all the details as far as when we're going to meet and the times that we need to be there on the walk day. So heads up to those of you at all of these events. Parking is a challenge at all of them. So be familiar with where the walks are happening and figure out where you're going to park. So for example, in Lakeland, the two parking lots that are adjacent to the park at Lake Mirror and the Peggy Brown building, they will be closed and only survivors get to park there. So only the survivors get to park in those parking lots. So there's a parking garage you can park at. There's parking on the street. And since we're going to be there early, I think that, you know, we're going to be okay. It's the people coming for the walk that are going to have a hard time finding a place to park. Tallahassee, she said same thing. Since we're going to be there early, there's nearby parking, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem in Tallahassee. But same thing there. They do rope off some area for the survivors. Excuse me. But she says there is plenty of nearby parking, so I'm not too concerned about Tallahassee. But be familiar with that area before that Sunday. Orlando, just a heads up in Orlando, the parking lots that are close by that all the businesses have that surround Lake Eola, they charge to park. So you're going to be paying $5 or $10 to park your car if you want to do that. Just, FYI, make sure you bring your breakfast and be ready for, about 4 or 5 hours of work. Once the walk starts, they're over quickly because they're only 5Ks. So people do mill around. Like in Orlando, they have bands playing. They have an entertainment stage. It's a big event. So we're going to be busy in Orlando. The other two events are smaller, but they still have lots of stuff going on, so it's going to be fun. But it's going to be busy, so be comfortable. Wear comfortable shoes. I'm lending you a shirt, and the reason why I'm saying I'm lending you a shirt is because I had to personally buy them, and they want us to use them again next year. So after the event, I'll give you the shirt on the day that we're stuffing the bags. But after the event, make sure you have a shirt with you and go to your car and take off the shirt and bring me the shirt back. I'll take them home and wash them because I'll need them for the next event. So everything from Lakeland will be going to Tallahassee and from Tallahassee to Orlando. All right, so we'll be stuffing the drawstring bags with the opportunity card, the pink Coke flyer, your brochure, removing the lip bullets from the packaging, putting those in the canisters, and we have to cut all the little stickers, just cut them off the big roll and put them in a bin. I'll be bringing a plastic bin to put those in. So set up tents on Friday in Orlando, the other locations on a walk day. Bring a lot of brochures and bring stickers for the brochures and your opportunity cards. And that's it. So all this is really for me. So wear the t-shirt that I'll be providing you. You'll have to return it to me again, like I said, following the event. Okay, so I want your feedback on here. Avon says, or recommended that we wear black pants, black capris or shorts, and comfortable shoes. So what do you guys think about that?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
My comfortable shoes would be my the breast cancer sneakers.
I ordered a pair. They're too large. I gave them to my daughter, but I'm going to order another pair. They're so cute.
Yes.
Well, I'm wearing black capris
Okay.
because we live in Florida.
I know. Yeah. So I'll be wearing probably black shorts, not short shorts, but black shorts or black capris. So definitely. Okay.
Did you buy the Team Avon shirts?
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
I did too.
Okay.
So Marva and I will have our own shirts.
Cool. Okay, great. Yeah. So we'll all be looking alike, which I think is important.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll be under a tent. Even though we're asking for a couple chairs, I don't think we're going to have a lot of time to be able to sit. So be prepared to be on your feet.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Pat? Did I cover everything?
I think you did. Now, one thing, on the kissing wall, when they're kissing those stickers, the idea behind it is that they put someone's name on it if they choose to. I mean, we don't know how many thousands of people are going to be cramming in there, and will they have a place to write? I don't know. But the idea behind the kissing wall is that they put the lipstick on, they kiss the sticker, and then they write someone's name either in memory of or someone who has survived or someone that they're thinking of. So, I mean, it's really kind of very important to people to do that. And as that wall fills up, it's pretty incredible. And there will be people, lots of people that want their picture taken with the kissing wall. So just be ready, because it's, like I said, Orlando's event is humongous. It's a big one. I mean, I'm doing Sarasota. They have 8,000 to 10,000. And actually a leader's doing it because they booked me 2 places at once. And then we're doing Tampa, and that's about 23,000. But nothing is compared to Orlando. It's going to be
interesting.
We would need a tractor trailer of brochures. It might not be enough. So just do your best. I mean, I have someone in Sarasota. She's actually doing 300 brochures. But when you're looking at 8,000 people, it's a drop in the bucket. Okay.
Yeah.
So use your good judgment on these events, but I do believe that they will be getting into the hands of a lot of people. And one thing, they do circulate back after the event to our table, from what I've been hearing from the Cancer Society. So maybe they're not going to go on a walk and carry your brochure. So be prepared. I think we're going to get a lot of people coming back.
Yep, I think so too. And I mean, good news for the Orlando area is that they are really buttoned up. They have people on golf carts, so they'll help, bring the brochures to our table. We have a beautiful spot on the grassy area. We're under a tree, so it should be shaded. It's really beautiful. It's right near their registration area, so they gave us like the primo spot. So
nice.
we're really fortunate, but they're really helpful, whatever we need. But they have somebody that can help us bring stuff to our tent, so you won't have to be hauling it all over.
Do you know if they're going to do water stations, or should we have refreshments? Should we have?
Yeah, I would definitely. I'll bring a cooler with some bottled water, but certainly, if there's something. Like I'm going to need to have a lot of coffee that morning, because they want us there really early as well.
What time's Orlando?
They want us at our tent, like also at 6 a.m. on Saturday.
At the tent?
Yeah.
They want at our tent at 6 a.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I told Kelly that. She's like, 6 a.m.
Yeah, we'll need coffee. That's for sure.
Yeah, so lots of coffee. There's a Starbucks right around the corner, but I don't think they're open at 6 a.m. So, all right. So that's it. I will send an email with a recap and to each area. So those of you that are working Lakeland, I'll send you a recap with the Lakeland drawing and all the details on where we're going to be. Same thing for Tallahassee, and the same thing for Orlando. But I've met with all of the Cancer Society coordinators, and they're just really excited to have us, and it's a good partnership for sure. We just need to keep raising money, especially for these smaller events are really not getting a lot in. So we need to really help for Lakeland and for Tallahassee. Need to raise some more money for sure. All right. So before we call it a night, any questions? Because this free Zoom is about ready to close. Nothing? Cool. I can hardly wait. It's going to be fun, I think. But hey, so
It's
be
gonna be fun.
praying for good weather,
That's right.
Yeah.
right?
Fun.
Because it won't be fun if it's storming. All right. Okay.
Would they cancel if it storms?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They do not. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Marie.
Well, thank you guys for joining, but I'll get this recording out to everybody. But like I said, I'll follow up with the recap and the maps, and just, if you have any questions, call me, text me, send me an email, but let's make sure we have some really great events. Okay.
All right.
That's great. All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Bye,
Good night.
guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do we get out of here?
Bye.